Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel and thanks so much for tuning in to what's going to be a review of the Stellar Stardust Lip Powder Palette. Relatively new product. I found it as I was perusing the Sephora What's New section, as we do, you know, creating our dream carts, filling them, deleting the products. The vicious cycle continues, but I found this and it was so intriguing. I mean, a lip powder, right? I'd never heard of one of those before. Added to the cart and had to have it. Retails for 28 bucks and you get 3 powders in here, a total of 2.1 grams. Then you also get a foam, basically an eyeshadow applicator. On one end you have like the typical foam applicator with the rounded tip. On the other you have a more precise tapered tip foam applicator. There are 2 shade collections to choose from here. I have number 2, which includes a gold, a pale pink, and a burgundy. And then there's one that's a little bolder that has a red, a fuchsia, and a silver/gold is how they describe it on the Sephora website, which is very intriguing. But this, when I was looking at it online, struck my fancy more. The idea behind these is that they are actual powders that you can wear alone for a sheer wash of color on the lips or layered over top of lip products to transform them. You give them a matte but metallic looking finish, or you can apply it over a lip gloss for a glossy metallic finish. Basically, after some time testing these out, these are lip-safe eyeshadows. They are more finely milled, I will say, than a lot of other eyeshadows, and a little, I think, formulated to be a little bit more sheer. Still very pigmented, but sheer relative to the kind of payout you might want to something specifically formulated to be an eyeshadow. But ultimately, when I was using these, as I've been using these, I flash back to back when it was really popular to do the center lip highlight, and people were doing it by using white lip glosses, or if you didn't have a white lip gloss, because those were kind of hard to come by, using a white eyeshadow or a white pigment. That's exactly what I felt like in using. I would grab, you know, a random pigment or eyeshadow and apply it to the center of my lips, smooth it out with a lipstick. This is exactly that. Now, the main difference is that these specifically transform the lip product. If you apply it over a lipstick, it totally mattifies like a cream finished lipstick and almost makes it transfer proof. I think you'll see in the demo I do here that when you do the old finger test, it comes away relatively clean with the exception of like the perimeter of my lips where some of that product or some of the original lipstick might still be exposed. So in that way, whether these were specifically formulated to do that or not, they do make cream lipstick pretty transfer proof, which from personal experience, not all eyeshadows or pigments do. Sometimes they blend in with your lip product to make it kind of a chunky or thicker consistency, sometimes even a mess. But that's not to say you need to buy this $28 palette to completely fix that. I think you can do some trial and error in your own eyeshadow collections to see if something else works for you. I will say the nice thing about this is that it does come in the lip or a palette format, so you just have this really concise trio in this sleek packaging, easy to go on the travel. You can slip it in your purse, your to-go bag, whatever the case may be, for easy application on the go, whereas if you're dealing with a pigment or a single eyeshadow, you know, you have to have some sort of additional case to go with that. So this kind of puts it all in one. The major downside I see with these is that they say you can wear them alone for a sheer wash of color on your lips, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now, but I feel like, and you'll see this when I apply it up close, it really emphasizes, like you might expect any powder to when you apply it over dry lips, but it really emphasizes any dryness you have in your lips. My lips aren't exceptionally dehydrated right now. They have some very subtle, you know, cracking, or which sounds extreme, but you know what I'm saying, just like regular run-of-the-mill. It's not extremely dry or flaking, just a little bit of texture on my lips, and I feel like this really emphasizes that when applied dry. So even though it says it's a hydrating or a moisturizing formula, I think that's explicitly what they say on the website. I wouldn't necessarily recommend applying these to your lips dry. They're definitely a good transformer, or apply a gloss over top if you do apply them dry, or pat them over a gloss. Basically just don't use them alone. But those are pretty much my thoughts. I indulged my curiosity into a lip powder. Hopefully if you saw those and were curious about what they did, how they performed, hopefully this was helpful for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye guys.